What is going on, guys? If we have not yet met, my name is Peter Orbis, and in today's video we're going to break down eBay. We're going to talk about some of these brands that I love to sell. We're going to break down 10 clothing brands that are absolutely hot to sell on your eBay store and that I love to pick up at the thrift stores to buy, to resell, and to make me money selling on eBay. So do not go anywhere. We're going to talk about some new updates on the thrift stores opening up, as well as these 10 brands that you need to add to your eBay store so you can start making money today. Let's get it. So first, I want to give you a quick update on my eBay sales. We have not been able to list many things because the coronavirus has shut down the thrift stores for a while now, but we are still able to make sales. Luckily, before the corona hit, I was able to have a large amount of inventory that I have not yet listed. So over these times and over these weeks, I've been continuing to list, but this past week, I haven't been able to get any more listings on, and I'm just mainly trying to filter in or trying to sell what I have. So if you have anything sitting in your house you're willing to sell, go list it, put it on eBay, make some few dollars. But I can say that the sales are picking up. I'm continuing to edit my listings. I'm going on there and selling and offering buyers certain prices and sending out offers to buyers because I'm sitting here. I need cash. I want to make some money while I'm sitting here in quarantine, so I want to go ahead, lower my price a little bit, negotiate, send measurements out there. I'm really focusing on my eBay business, and the sales are definitely converting. So definitely have to compromise with the prices, but I'm willing to take this price just to sell a little bit here because I have good news for you, and that good news is this right here. As you can see, this is a Second Avenue thrift email, let's say subscriber email list. I got this out, and I think the thrift stores are about to start opening up per regulations of the governor, but they are now taking actions and they're modifying kind of some health regulations to get their hands on or start to open up their thrift stores because they're losing a lot of money. Thrift stores need our revenue, thrift stores need our money to stay open, and there's a lot of donations coming in. So my quick prediction about the thrift stores is that there's going to be a lot of inventory that'll be ready to list it on the shelves, and there's going to be an absolute awesome thrift journey once this all goes through and once all the thrift stores open up. So that's why I want to make this video, because when all this stuff clears up, when all this stuff is finally back to regulation and we are finally able to praise Jesus that the thrift store is about to be open, because I miss thrifting. It's going to be an opportunity for you to make some great money, and some great brands are here waiting to be picked up if you know what you're looking for. And that was probably the biggest concern of when I was just starting out as an eBay seller. I went into the thrift store with my blinders on. I didn't know what to buy. I was confused. I had the eBay app, but I was kind of lost. But luckily, through my, I'd say, trial and error, I was able to come up with a strategy that just absolutely crushes. These 10 brands are usually what I always pick up. If I can get them at a very low cost, I'm going to tell you exactly kind of what price point you should pick them up at, but if you do pick them up, they're usually going to make you money on eBay. Remember, quality does matter. Don't buy things with holes, don't buy things with stains, and I put quality first because number one, it helps my reviews. Reviews go a long way on your eBay store, and if you want to have good reviews, sell a good product. Don't sell or try to fix a product at a thrift if it comes in at a great price but it has a little blemish on the collar or has a blemish on the sleeve. But yes, so I am mainly a clothing reseller. This brands go to all of both the men's and kids and women's gender. If you can find these brands at a low cost, I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna make money. So enough of this hoo-ha. Let's get on to these 10 brands, not in order, but these 10 brands that I just absolutely love. They're fundamental to my eBay success, and I wish I could just thank the CEO for letting me make money off their brands, because they're going to the thrift and they are quality and they're gonna make you a little bit of money. So let's get into it. Number one is the Woolrich brands. The Woolrich brands, it's a little hard to say, but this brand is kind of, I'd say, overlooked. But if you can get a certain pattern, if you can get a certain quality, this brand is going to make you money. I found a lot of these lined jackets with the Woolrich kind of canvas coat jackets absolutely do great. But here is a little wool flannel that I bought, I think $3 or $4 at Salvation Army, and it just sold actually today for $37.95. So this brand it had a lot of watchers, it had a lot of people interested in the item, but this item I see to always find it. It has that vintage feel. It seems like people still like that old style brand, and it's kind of like an LL Bean, but it just does absolutely great for me. Make sure you look up the comps, and if it's certain material, it will help the item sell. If it definitely has that vintage feel, it's going to sell for decent money. So keep your eye out. This is kind of one of those things that kind of go under the radar, and I've seen has done excellent for me. So Woolrich, I give you props. You're still relevant and people continue to buy you. And then secondly, we talk about a lot of this in my videos. Peter Millar is a brand that I absolutely smash. I'm continuing to sell this thing like crazy. I'd say every day. I'm getting offers on items. I don't know why I choose this item. This sold a few days ago actually. And this was sold for $22. And I do pay customer did pay shipping for it. But Peter Millar, keep an eye out. It's a golf brand that kind of dominates the market in like that quality golf shirt. If you can feel the texture, the quality of these items are awesome. I'd say usually pick it up. I'd say right below them or their competition is FootJoy, another great brand that I like to sell on a side note, but Peter Millar usually smashes that market. Just make sure it's that Peter Millar summer comfort. It's a great feel and you're going to be able to make money. If you can pick it up from 3 to 5, I'd say you're going to make profit. But a lot of these do sell for $19.99 plus free shipping, so be careful what you're selling for, but the vibrant colors absolutely smash it on eBay. Peter Millar, much love. And then here we are with LL Beam. Staple item for me. LL Beam kind of has been my go-to brand for a long time. I've been finding it for very cheap prices lately when it was all opened up, but it just continues to sell out. That's why I have a stockpile. I'm selling these LL Beam rugby shirts and rugby shirts in general. If you can find a rugby like this, little collar with the 3 buttons, that thing is going to smash because that is just kind of like a staple. I don't know why people love it, but it just always seems to sell for a great price. LL Beam, just a great brand to sell and a brand that I would always rep. Their boots do great. Their duck boots are absolutely fire. People pick them up. So if you can find this at a good price as well, I'd say for the boots, LL Beam boots, you can pick them up from 6 to 12. You can usually sell them for 49 to 50 bucks. And then anything LL Beam, the LL Beam sweaters, the LL Beam long sleeve, I'd say $3 to $6. You're making profit on it. So that's my little take on the LL Beam. And then here is a brand that some of these guys kind of know about, but a secret brand that I have in my arsenal is Orbis. Orbis, especially in the wool pattern, anything lined, anything that has this unique feel, unique vintage touch to it, I love it. Especially if it's Orbis. Orbis kind of like a in between. We say North Face, LL Beam, and it has that rustic type of fly fishing feel to it. So that brand is still relevant and it does me pretty well. So this thing here sold for $41. Customer did pay shipping as well, but that wool, let me tell you what, wool does sell on eBay. If you can find some wool products, you're gonna make some money. But Orbis, keep an eye out for it, do the comps, do the research, make sure it sells, and then usually pick it up. And the customers, I'd say the thrift stores don't really mark it up that expensive, so you can get this for a steal in the thrift stores. So great brand. And then Harley Davidson, you guys can see this all over the place. Harley Davidson t-shirts, Harley Davidson motorcycle gear, all that stuff is usually a smash on eBay. With this jacket in particular, anything denim, I'm gonna go back to the quality or the texture of the item. Denim is a smash hit. I'm just gonna allow you to get a little bit higher margin on your items, but if it has anything with Harley Davidson or has a double-sided t-shirt, that thing is gonna sell for way more. There's a lot of them in the thrift stores. Just make sure you do your research and make sure you're buying a larger size. Unfortunately, this jacket here was only size medium, but if you have a t-shirt, a black t-shirt, a Harley vintage t-shirt, they're selling for good money. But the different states are all over the place. Do your market research, but they'll sell from $25 to $30 a t-shirt if you can pick them up at a low cost. So keep an eye out for them. But there is a very excess demand and also an excess supply, so you got to make sure your item is quality. And then a Patagonia. Who doesn't love Patagonia? Patagonia myself, I've sold some of my own Patagonia that I was kind of acquired over the years, but also you can find it in the thrift. I'd say if you can pick it up for $7 to $8 to $10, you're gonna make money, especially on this better sweater. These fleece sweaters, 1/4 zips, do absolutely amazing on eBay. I've sold some men and women of these. This brand I love to find both, but the Patagonia brand is iconic. Our generation love it and it allows you to make money. I'm telling you what, if you can pick it up for a low cost, eBay is going to go crazy because you have yourself a gem. Keep your eye out for that little patch right here. Patagonia, one of my favorite brands that I love to pick up, along with Lululemon. Lululemon, I'm gonna give a side note, Lululemon is not a brand that I found lately, so I didn't include it into this, but Lululemon will make you a lot of money if you can find it in the thrift. It's very hard to find. There's a very high demand for it. Gym shorts, all that stuff. People want it, so that's kind of these two favorite brands that I love to sell as well. Then North Face, I touched up on this. North Face is still pretty relevant. There's a lot of hiking stuff you can find. I found some backpacking stuff that also does well, but here's a full zip that I found at a garage sale. Picked up for like $2 or $3, actually sold for $40. North Face is still relevant. Some long sleeve, some North Face t-shirts I've currently sold, double-sided t-shirts. Just have that rustic kind of like hiking brand again that just I love to find. It seems like it does well for me, and also it sells for both genders. I found hiking boots that are North Face. They just sold as well. So North Face, keep your eye out for that brand. And then Vineyard Vines, I don't know, that whale is still prominent in our society. Our generation just loves that whale. I'd say that whale is very powerful, and if you can keep an eye on the thrift stores, buy at low cost. And I've seen it a lot at garage sales. People are selling the Vineyard Vines pretty, I'd say a lot actually during the garage sale season, and people just have in their homes or trying to get rid of it. If you can pick it up for $3 to $5, you can usually sell for $21, $19 to $25 those collared shirts. So if you can see them at a low cost in the thrift as well, I'd say always pick them up, because Vineyard Vines just has this weird touch. It has that millennial feel, but also the older demographic that say love that item as well. So touch yourself up with some Vineyard Vines, a brand that I love to sell, and will make you definitely some quick money. I have it here still at my thrift inventory, so keep your eye on it. It's gonna make you a little bit of money. And then here we get into the shoes. Shoes are something that I've just been touching on a lot more recently when the thrifts were open. Salvation Army again has the 50% off on Wednesdays, and I've been buying a lot of Vans. Vans seem to do great, but make sure these skateboarding shoes are not in poor condition. Check the soles, check the heels, and even check the laces. People don't want stains. People want high quality shoes, and people are, maybe I avoided that market at first because I thought no one's gonna buy used shoes, but these sold here for $29. And customer did pay shipping, and you can find them from like $3 to $6 on the half off days. I love to pick them up. You can make a quick $22, $23 steal on some Vans. So keep your eye out for Vans. I sold 2-3 pairs actually in a pretty short amount of time. The skateboarders are out there. People are shopping on eBay for the Vans, so definitely a demand for the Vans brand, baby. And lastly, here is a Tommy Bahama brand. But the thing about Tommy Bahama, I'd say it's probably my 10th out of all of these favorite brands to sell, and it will make you money. There's a lot of demand. Look out for the quarter zips, look out for anything Pima cotton, and look out for anything that has a great color pattern to it, like this Tommy Bahama. This button up, button front has done me pretty well. I actually sold the same day I listed this item, and I picked it up for $3 at a Value Village. So the Tommy Bahama brand is still relevant. There is a lot of supply on eBay, so make sure your item sticks out. But I'd say that these are my 10 profitable brands that I love to see and I continue to find in the thrift. So once the thrift stores open up, I hope this gives you some tools or gives you some ability to understand and recognize what should I buy in the thrift. The thrift is very confusing when you get started. The thrift is very flustering. You don't know where to go, you don't know what to sell, but I focused on my niche. I found that I love personally selling clothing brands. I love finding different types of items that are clothing related, and I just see that I can find the value in everything. Just remember, that little patch on the shoulder, that little patch on the inside of the collar determines the price. It's the brand that sells your item. So be hip on what's selling, be relevant, and be sure to kind of observe what people are wearing. See what's popular in society, and I can guarantee you're gonna find it in the thrift. I love to sell. My number one tip is to sell brands that I see on my day-to-day. There's a lot of brands that are kind of washed up, but I like to see what my friends are wearing. I like to see what's kind of cool in society, or what my generation is rocking, because if I can find that brand in the thrift, I know someone is going to want to buy it on eBay. So the thrift store, kind of just observing people, will allow me and allow you to make more money on your eBay store. So guys, I hope everything is well. I hope you've continued to support the channel. If you have not yet subscribed, liked, or even commented on the video, or find me on any other platforms, hit me up. I love to talk. I love to chat. If you need some details or some help on your eBay store, any business acquisition, or any things that are going on up here, I'd love to help. But that's kind of it for today. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I hope everyone is safe and healthy on your side of the camera. I love you guys, and I hope this helps you. Take care. Leave me some feedback. Subscribe if you have not. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Woo!